First section of notes is titled Dividing Exponents. One definition for this section is x to the power of a divided by x to the power of b equals x to the exponent of a minus b. So when you have two variables or two numbers, the same number being divided, the exponents you'll subtract to get your new exponent. First question, x to the fifth divided by x to the third, or x cubed. Have the same base, they're both x's, so your answer will have an x. And the exponents, when you're dividing, you'll subtract 5 minus 3. And the answer would be 2. Final answer, x squared, or x to the second power. Next question, 2 to the fourth power divided by 2. Again, you have the same number, same base as in 2. So your answer will have 2 in the answer. The exponent, you have 4 on top. There's no exponent on the bottom, but we can put a 1 here. And again, subtract the exponents when you have the same base. 4 minus 1, the new exponent would be 3. Keep in mind, when you have a number in your answer, you can simplify this out. 2 to the third power, it's not 2 times 3, but 2 times itself 3 times. 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 more is 8. Third question, x to the 15th, y to the 10th, divided by x to the 9th, y to the 12th. This time we have two different bases. We have the base of x and also the base of y. Do each one separately. The x's, again, when you divide the exponents, you'll be subtracting 15 minus 9, which would be 6. Then you do the y's, subtract the exponents, 10 minus 12, which is a negative 2. Keep in mind, negative exponents you can simplify. X to the 6 stays the same. Negative exponents go to the denominator or bottom of the fraction. Negative 2 changes to positive 2. Final answer, x to the 6, y to the second. Last question for this section. M to the negative 2 power divided by m to the negative 5 power. One way to do this problem, just like we've been doing, you can subtract the exponents. Your base is m, so it stays m. And now we have negative 2 minus a negative 5. Again, negative 2 minus a negative 5. Minus minus, you can switch to plus plus. And now you have negative 2 plus 5, which would be a positive 3. Subtract the numbers, 5's bigger, keep it positive. Final answer, m to the third power, or m cubed. The last section of notes for today is dividing, scientific, notation. First question is 8 times 10 to the 7th power divided by 2 times 10 to the 3rd power. You have two numbers in scientific notation. Again, scientific notation is a number less than 10 times 10 to some exponent. When you divide two scientific notation numbers, you can divide the numbers and combine the exponents. For example, 8 divided by 2 is 4. Times 10 stays the same. Both have the same base, so the base stays the same. And just like before, exponents, when you divide, when they have the same base, you can subtract. 7 minus 3, which will be 4. So final answer is one number in scientific notation, 4 times 10 to the 4th power. Second question is 6.5 times 10 to the 15th divided by 1.3 times 10 to the 8th. Again, each of these numbers are scientific notation. Each of them is less than 10, and both of them are times 10 to some exponent. First step is to divide the numbers. This time we have decimals. So if you have decimals, you can do long division to divide the numbers. The numerator goes inside, 6.5, and we're dividing by 1.3, so that goes outside. 1.3 goes into 6.5. If you have a decimal on the outside, you can move that over and make it 13. If you move this decimal once, you also move 6.5 once. So now we have 13 into 65. Goes in 5 times. You multiply 5 times 3, that's 15. Carry the 1. 5 times 1 plus 1 is 6. Equals 65. Subtract those. So when you divide, the answer would be 5. So up here we can put a 5. We still have times 10. And the exponents, you subtract. 15 minus 8 would be 7. So our final answer, one number in scientific notation, is 5 times 10 to the 7th power.